Okay, hey everybody. There we are. Okay, good evening. It is Tuesday, um, March 24th, and my name is Chris. I'm coming to you live from my stamping room in Worthington, Minnesota, where it is 34 degrees. It was chilly today, and a little gloomy. The sun did come out this afternoon, but spring in Minnesota, you never know what's going to happen. So, thanks for joining me. I just wanted to come on and do the Tuesday sketch. So, I gotta switch my glasses around here. These glasses have such a glare on the screen. So, so much better. Anyway, if you're here watching, hi Deb. If you're here watching, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I might have you help me. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm doing, but I have some stuff in front of me. So you can help me decide. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down and we will get started. And look what I have to show you. This is the new catalog and it's coming available to demonstrators today. And so if you're a demonstrator, you got to order from this today. If you want to be a demonstrator, if you want to order from the new catalog before May 6th, you can sign up and order from the new catalog, which is amazing, and it's always a great deal. So let me open it up. Oh shoot, I can't. Just teasing ya. I can show you the front and I can show you the back, but I can't show you the inside. So I heard a demonstrator say today that if you came to see her in person, she could show you the catalog. I don't know about that. If you're a demonstrator and you know if that's to be true, let me know. Becky's watching. Hi Becky, how you feeling? Tracy is watching from Springfield, Ohio, and Christine is watching from Melbourne, Australia. I'm guessing that you are maybe friends with Back Hall, who is a good friend of mine. Okay, next I'm going to talk to you a little bit, for those of you that are local. This is a terrible copy, but the Oasis is, if you had this schedule for the Oasis, which is in-person crafting. This schedule goes to the end of April, but I actually am, I have submitted my proposed April, May, June, July, August, September dates to the church and waiting for approval on those. Oh, good to hear, Becky. Becky's feeling pretty good. And Christine is friends with Beck. Awesome. Beck is a lot of fun. Anyway, the dates that I am hoping to secure through September will be posted as soon as they are approved. All right, next let me share with you this sampler. This is a sampler that my in-person people are going to be doing at a retreat coming up in April. And I am selling the PDF to this. So if you would like the directions, the cutting guide, the PDF for this, email me or message me on my Facebook page, and I will get back to you. The PDF is $12. So you would need to have the homemade sweetness bundle to complete it. Okay, so let's put the camera down a little bit. This is my sketch for the week, designed by Beck Hall. She lives in Australia and we are good friends. We chat about each other with each other on Monday nights at a group of demonstrators that I get together with every Monday night virtually. So Beck designs the sketch. I tried my best to recreate it. on Tuesdays, and then I challenge you to create your own version of the sketch, post it on my Facebook page, and then we do a drawing, or I give out prizes. To be quite honest with you, I've only had 1 or 2 people playing along, and so those 1 or 2 people have been getting prizes each week. So I would love for more of you to join into the challenge. So when I saw the challenge this week, the first thing that I thought of were the dies that are in the Springtime Scenes stamp set. And I hadn't done anything. I've done a lot of things with the ladybugs, but I had not done anything with the circles in here. So the sketch actually shows an oval, but I rarely follow the sketch exactly as I see it, and so I decided to use the circles. So what I did this afternoon was I cut out a whole bunch of things from the dies. So, and I used soft sea foam, garden green, pale pink. Why can't I think? Petal pink. Sorry, couldn't think of the color. Garden green, soft sea foam. I threw in a little bit of Calypso coral and maybe some lemon lolly, and we shall see what you guys help me come up with. Let me quickly turn off that overhead light. I also used an embossing folder. That's better. I also used an embossing folder that I haven't done anything with yet. This is the, I think it's called Dainty Ladybug. Let me grab it here. Ladybug Picnic. And I just thought it was so cute and would still get me a little, hey Donna, how are you tonight? Another gal from Springfield, Ohio. Still get my ladybugs in there. Okay, so here we go. I am using a half of an 8.5 by 11, and I didn't score it, so I'm just going to go ahead. This is a back haul tip. Go ahead and set it right here in my handy dandy lovely favorite trimming tool and tuck it right in that corner there, and I've got a nice fold. Let me burnish that with my bone folder, and we'll get that nice and flat. This is crumb cake. Alright, so now let's get my sketch back in here. I see that there is this layer, and then I don't think there's a right or wrong on that. Nope. Then there is this layer, which I also embossed just for a little more texture. And then I've got these circles. So this is where I kind of got stuck in what I wanted to do, and you guys can help me. I felt like maybe both of the circles, let me get up here, both of the circles were a little busy. What do you guys think? Tell me if you like one, let's see, the garden green circle all by itself, or do you like it better with the ferns underneath or the leaves underneath? One circle or two, I'll let you guys decide. While you're deciding, I will grab my glue, make sure that it is kind of primed, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere the base layer. So, of course, I'll probably be out of glue right now. Okay, so for those of you that are just joining, I'm hoping that you'll help me decide if I should put on one circle or two circles. Layer them or just use one. Okay, Tracy and Melinda both like them both. Okay. Hi, Melinda from North Dakota? No. ND. What's ND, Melinda? North Dakota? All right. I have two people chiming in, and they're both saying both circles, so I'm going to go ahead and glue them together. Let me grab my silicone mat. And I like to kind of do this when it's such a fine area. Now I can just kind of drag this through here, and I better put some on the top circle here too, huh? Alrighty. And apparently I can't talk and glue at the same time. Does that happen to you all? I can't fussy cut and talk very well either. Alright, let's see. North Dakota. Okay, well I just never saw it before, I guess with the period in the middle. Okay, North Dakota, you're close. I'm in Minnesota. So, alright, now we're going to just kind of stack these things up. I'm not going to necessarily glue them together. One of the ideas that I had, okay, this you can help me decide also. Should I put the stripe all the way through, or do you like it better if I just go from this edge and then put another one on the other edge? What do you think? Put the stripe all the way through, or just go from the edge of the circle? While you're deciding that, I'm going to take this scrap and I'm going to stamp this sentiment, thinking of you, from a set called The Right Words. And I know exactly who this card is for. This is for my friend Pam, who had knee surgery, and apparently not having a great day. So I gotta get back up a little bit. Not having a great day, and so I wanted to send her a card. And now that I stamped that, I was hoping to use this 3-banner punch, and I think it might be too wide, but that's okay. I will just fussy cut it. Let's just see here. I'm gonna make it work. Nope, it's gonna cut off too much of the parts of the letter. Okay, how about vertical all the way through? Okay, Melinda says, how about vertical? Hi, Mindy. And Tracy says edge. Oh, Melinda used to live in Waseca. I have been to Waseca. I went to college in Mankato. So we used to go over to Waseca for, I don't know, to hang out, I guess. I am going to just make my own banner, since this one is a little too wide. You guys all know how to do this, I'm sure. Cut up the middle and then go from the corner to that centerpiece. Okay, so we've got that. All right, let's see. Tracy was the first one who said edge. So I'm guessing she means from the edge. All right, which was my original idea. I didn't even have to bribe her. So let's go ahead. I'm going to glue the circle on. So, hi Leanne and Melinda. Let's see, put the stripe vertical knot through. Okay, I think I've already landed on going with from the edge, Melinda, but you jump in with your next suggestion. And don't give up on me here. I'm not ignoring you. All right, I've got this on here. I got a little glue on me, so let me grab a, oops, let me grab a wet one. It's inevitable, isn't it? Sticky fingers. All right, now I'm going to put a little adhesive on the back of the strip here. And I'm going to go to the edge. I'm gluing that down, and then I will trim it off. Okay, and now I'm going to go to the other edge. It's a very short amount here. Kind of like this color combination. Oh, okay. Speaking of the color combination, another shout out to Scraps Like Beck. All of these were from my scrap box. So this strip was in my canister. It's not a Pringles can like hers, but and all of these were cut out of miscellaneous scraps from my scrap drawer. So there you have it. All right, so we've got that. Now I'm going to take my oh, what's it called? What's this called? It's a mat and it's spongy. I can't think of what it's called. Okay, thanks, Melinda. What is this called? I don't know. It's a foam something. And I'm going to take an eraser from the end of my pencil, and I'm just going to push these down into that to give them a little bit of texture. You can also just kind of work these with your bone folder. You can kind of curl the edges with your bone folder. Piercing mat. Thank you, Leanne. Piercing mat. All right. I did 3 because if I don't do 3, some people absolutely go out of their minds. So let's put a little more glue on here. And I'll grab my reverse tweezer, get a little glue on here, and I like that they have a little bit of texture. Now I know that when they end up in the mail, they will, you know, most likely flatten, but I'm sending this one to a fellow crafter, and I think she'll know, whoops, I think she'll know to pop them back up. Hope she feels like doing that. No fun to not feel good when you have had surgery. No fun at all. Alright, now we're just going to kind of willy-nilly get these all placed in here. Hi Cindy, you just got a silicone mat. Yeah, well, it saves from getting glue on everything. Okay, while I'm putting these little pieces in, I'm going to let you guys decide, do we want Calypso Coral or Lemon Lolly in the center of the flowers? Calypso Coral or Lemon Lolly. I'm also going to take my bone folder and curl these leaves up and just overlap them with the coordinating piece. Now I could have glued those all together so that their layer like matched. Let me show you what I mean. I could have glued this right onto here and given this leaf a nice texture. But because I'm trying to like build a collage down here with lots of different textures, I wanted to leave them separate. All right. Cindy says both. Well, Cindy, I'm going to tell you what my mother would have said. My mom would have said, first of all, flowers don't come in those colors. She might have said something like that. She also would say, if I put on yellow on one and coral on the other, that just wouldn't be how it is in nature. So my OCD side really kind of wants them both to be the same color. So, sorry, you're like the people on my March Madness bracket today that picked both teams to win. Doesn't work that way, people. Both teams can't win. So sorry. So I'm waiting to hear from, I don't know that I like these here. Waiting to hear if you want coral on the center of each flower or lemon lolly. Would it help if I got my big cabbage collectors out of the way so that you could see? Lemon lolly centers or calypso coral centers? Leanne says coral, Tracy says coral. Okay, my eye was leaning towards adding a third color. So, but I had originally cut the coral ones thinking that that's what it should be. So, you got it, girls. So, I could have also used some sort of a jewel or gem, which I probably should get some out and add to this. Make it even more special. Alright, then I have these little tiny flowers, and I'm also going to again bring in, oh, Melinda agrees on both, but honestly guys, in your garden they would all be the same color center, wouldn't they? Oh, I don't know. I do like the yellow on there. I wonder if I could put a little yellow underneath these. Oh, okay, let's do that. I'm going to put a little yellow under this tiny flower. Let's see what you think about that. So I'm going to put this here, and then another little glue, and this one on top, and there's going to be a little bit of yellow peeking out. And I still could do a gem in the middle, you're right. Cindy, I like lots of colors. Cindy says nope. I can't remember what I asked you, Cindy. Remind me that what your answer to nope is. Nope, they would not be the same color in the garden. I bet that's what you're saying nope to. Do any of you have this set? It's so fun. I had to have it because I'm a ladybug girl. These little tiny flowers that I'm putting on here actually could have been a different color too, maybe white. Okay, Cindy's saying they wouldn't all be the same color in the garden. All right, well, you're the gardener. You would probably know more about that than me. But I'm just going to go with it for tonight. But I got a little yellow in here anyway, and once this glue dries clear, the centers of these little tiny ones are going to be yellow. So that's kind of fun. All right. Beck will be happy that I have 3, 3, and 3. Let me get my silicone mat out of the way. All right, now we've got our sentiment, thinking of you. I think I'm going to get all right, what color should I sponge on the edge of my sentiment? What color should I put on the sentiment? Green, garden green, soft sea foam, calypso coral, petal pink. Thanks, Cindy. I think it's kind of fun. What color should I sponge on the edge of the message? Calypso coral, garden green, petal pink. While you're deciding, I'm going to wipe up my glue. So on the silicone mat, when you want to wipe the glue off, it just comes off kind of like when you were in school and you want it. Now I got it wet. I shouldn't have done that. When you're in school and you put glue on your fingers and then you ball it all up and make like a booger. That's what happens on the silicone mat. I'm going to have to let it dry. Let's see. Calypso. Okay, wait. Cindy says brown. Cindy says green. Leanne says calypso. And Tracy says green. Let's see. Is there a tie? Brown, green, calypso, green. All right, let's go with green. All right. Let me grab a dauber. Actually, I'm going to use a sponge. I'm going to use a sponge. All right. Just a little bit. You know, it's always a little tricky to get in that banner shape, but a sponge is a little more forgiving than a dauber. So that's why I went with the sponge. All right, I'm going to use the regular size dimensionals since they're winning the March Madness competition for today. Did you guys play my March Madness bracket game 1? I am having March Madness. And today's round 1 game 1 was mini dimensionals or regular size dimensionals, and regular dimensionals are winning by a landslide. I shouldn't say a landslide, but they're definitely winning. All right, I'm going to bring in, these are low profile sparkle dots, and I'm going to use the tiny ones. And even though I think that yellow is going to show through, I'm going to add yellow whoops. I'm going to add a yellow sparkle dot, and make sure those are nice and secure. And one more. My glue is still a little dry, wet there. Okay, let's see. Cindy Nelson, hi. Old classmate from high school. Nice to see you on. I picked green. Let's see. Melinda says, today I saw a video that said to reserve 1 sponge brush for glue on the silicone mat to brush onto vellum and it won't show when it dries. Yeah, that's a really good tip. Very good tip. I have heard that before also. I think you have to wash the sponge out in between though. All right, what do you think? Are we done? Does it need anything else? Any suggestions of what else to add, or leave it alone? I am going to add a inside, so hang on for a second. Let me put those away. Let me grab a inside. Do I have one pre-cut? I do. Yep, that'll work. And then let me pull the stamp set over. I was going to look at this, and we're going to decorate the inside just a little bit, but you guys don't want to be here all night, so I will do this and then we'll be done. Let's see, thinking of you. Oh, let's see. Sending lots of sunshine. Let's put that in the inside. Okay, we're good to go. I need 2 blocks. 2 blocks. And I'm going to continue with the green on the inside. These are, I don't think I've used this one yet. Let's see, I'm going to go off the edge, and then I'm going to stamp off and stamp off, and I'm going to stamp off twice, and ooh, love it. And then sending lots of sunshine, and I'm going to put it way over here so that I can still write a note. All right, and then before I forget, I'll bring in my well, I don't know about perfect, Cindy, but it is a handmade card, so there's bound to be something crooked on it, and it's probably my sentiment right there. Alright, let's adhere this to the center. Melinda likes it the way it is. Thank you, Melinda. Oh, now my glue dried a little bit. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, putting in the center. I know that this is smaller than what you typically see in the center of a card, but you know what? It doesn't always have to be that full inside. No, I've got one of these left. I better put that on the inside. I'll put one little flower down here. And I'm even going to put a gem on that. Let's put one more matte dot in the middle. I don't usually put these on the inside, but there we go. All right. What do you think? There is the sketch, very loosely followed. I did not use an oval, I used a circle, but the rest of it is pretty similar. My gems are not where theirs are, but I had other things in those spots. So, and then the inside is done with even a gem this time, which is unusual, and room for a note to my friend Pam. So, there you go. Let me just review. I used the stamps from Springtime Scenes and the dies, and I used the right words for thinking of you. I also shared this sampler, which you can get the PDF to if you're interested, for $12. Let me know. And I teased you with the new catalog. If you need a catalog, reach out and let me know. I'm more than willing to either drop one off or put one in the mail. Ooh, the prices of catalogs went up again, and that hurt. But that's how we can sell our wares, right? So, you know, like everything, prices have gone up. So, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, for helping me design the card. And, oh, okay, let me check. I think Tracy is the only person that did the challenge. Let me double check. Hold the phone, caller. Where is my sketch? There it is. Weekly sketch number 11. Let's see. Okay, we have Tori and Tracy, my faithful followers, and sketch 10, I did those both on the same day, was Tracy. Tracy, you are my faithful follower. Last week I challenged you to send me the address of somebody else that I could send a card or a prize to, and you didn't do that. Neither did my sister Tori. So if you still want to send me the address of somebody from that I could send a card to because you won last week, please do that. And for this week, I will once again be sending you a little prize in the mail. So Tracy, thanks for playing. The rest of you, it's not that hard. Get your crafting supplies out and give it a try. I would love to have more people accept my challenge. So that's it for tonight, unless anybody has any questions. Okay, good, Tracy. I'm glad I reminded you. I'm sure you have someone in your life that would love to get a card from a random stranger, right? I feel like when I look at the screen, I keep freezing. I hope that's not happening for all of you guys. But anyway, all right. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and make a card. Send a card. Bye, everybody.